Okay, so I'm here with Colm Finlay, who is a coach at Republic of Jiu-Jitsu, there was an unfortunate incident there recently. I actually got to witness one of his guys in person at show and commentate on it, and he was fantastic. But I want to thank you very much for your time. Thank you for joining me. How are you today?
I'm very good, thanks. Thanks for having me on the program, David. Pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, no, it's my pleasure to have you, and obviously I just spoke to you before because I work in around the city centre, and I've always seen your place. Every Thursday I pass by it, and I'd always look in to see is there someone on the mats, and
Yeah.
then it came up on my feed on Instagram. What happened? Do you want to kind of give a brief description of what happened and how it's kind of like it's devastated the gym, but you're still going. Do you want to just tell people what has happened?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. First of all, it's an interesting way you put it. It was a great location for we've been open for years, but previously we used to share a martial arts facility with several other clubs, Muay Thai and so on. We were down a dark laneway, and it was only last year we moved to our new place in Townsend Street in Dublin city centre. And like you said, it was a fantastic glass open front shop, and suddenly more and more people are aware of us. People just walking past or taking public transport were aware of us, and it was a huge, huge boon. It was a really fantastic place. But what happened was just under a month ago now, we got a call one Tuesday morning basically to say that the gym had been burnt down late on the Monday night. I suppose at first I saw a video and I saw that one of the windows had been broken. I said, "Oh God, windows been broken." And saw it was two windows, and then looked inside, and the whole place had been utterly devastated. So what became pretty clear pretty quickly was someone had done this on purpose. We don't know who or why. The Gardaí are certainly taking it seriously, and they're investigating that. But someone had deliberately torched the gym. So everything that we'd worked so hard for years to save up to move to a new premises. All the work that we put into making it look as good as it did, just completely destroyed. And everything along with it, all the kids' medals and belts, the trophies destroyed, our championship belts, and the artwork, the merchandise, custom made Byron that we had with the club insignia on it, everything just completely destroyed in the inferno.
Yeah, and like that's devastating. Like you said, that like the likes of the medals and stuff. I know the whole thing is, but like the likes of the medals and stuff that the kids won't be able to get back will be devastating to them. And it's
Yeah,
just for me, it's so bizarre why someone would want to do that to a facility that gives so many young kids in the city centre when like obviously you've been around the city centre, that it's rife with crime and man bad stuff
yeah,
going on. That this is a place to give young people a focus and a purpose and to keep them away from the streets. Why someone would want to do something like that? I've
yeah,
absolutely
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know who did it or why, like I said, but I guess all we can say for sure is whoever did it had a heart full of hate, and hate won't win. And that it will never win. We won't let it. But yeah, there's so much good that we did in the community for kids in the area, in the inner city, but also for adults as well, helping people through all sorts of issues from depression, anxiety, addiction, or even just people who want to get in better shape and enjoy better health. So kids and adults alike, I think we try to do a lot for the community anyway, and I suppose our priority now is to get back. To be able to keep doing that, to be able to keep giving back to the community. And likewise, the community's given us so much, particularly in the last month since the fire, so much support, and that's both in terms of the local community in town, but also the wider jiu-jitsu community here in Ireland and even abroad. So we've got so much, and we just want to kind of give back even twice as much as we did in the past.
yeah, and hopefully you've got a GoFundMe set up when I put this out onto
Yeah,
YouTube. I'll put the GoFundMe link there and I'll put it onto Instagram as well. I'll keep sharing it so hopefully you reach a goal. Just one
yeah.
question, kind of off topic. You said you're down a laneway. Was that by the one by making it work? Was it down there? No, there's a little.
Down, sorry, say the last bit
Uh,
again.
it's just off Pier Street. There's a building called Making It Work because we collect glass from there, and I noticed there's a little
Uh,
small gym down there as well. Um,
that's right. Yeah, it's called McGuinness Square. It's just off Pier Street, and it's a very narrow laneway. Wild Geese was the name of the facility. That's where we started off and came from, and we shared that club with. There were a few clubs kind of under one roof: Muay Thai, Judo, Eskrima, all sharing the one space. So, that was a great club that does a lot. But and then last year was our first time kind of getting our own premises just to ourselves. That's what led us to put on three times as many classes and run more programs for kids. And kind of the branch out, and that's what's taken away from us. What we're trying to rebuild now to GoFundMe, like I said.
Yeah, and when you moved to the new premises, did you see that uplift immediately because you were able to run more classes and offer more to the community and kids and adults? Like, did you see that uplift and like I said, that the building was spectacular, like lovely to look at. Did you find that uplift straight away once you kind of moved?
Absolutely, yeah, straight away. I mean, I thought a good example was a few of our guys are good friends of Will Flurry, the MMA fighter, and he'd actually lived quite nearby the gym for a long time and never realized where it was when it was down the laneway. And that's something that would never happen today. Everybody knows where it is, even people who have nothing to do with martial arts, just people in the area. Everybody says, "Oh yeah, Republic of Jiu-Jitsu on Townsend Street," to walk past. And so amazing kind of publicity in that way. Also, just amazing light. It was a really, really nice place to train. Always great light coming in through the windows, and just really pleasant place, and really nice neighborhood as well, and always kind of different characters knocking around and people calling in and out, and it was it was immediate, just what a great place it was to train, and we'll really miss it.
Yeah, no, it is devastating. But one of the things I found kind of it is a very eye-catching building, was a very eye-catching building. But was commentating on Rat, and that's where I kind of spoke to you about having this interview. Um, like Jack fought on that show, you would have been within your rights to say, "You know what, this has just happened. There's so much going on.
Yeah.
We're not gonna put him forward." What was the decision to lead to it? Because I think it was ultimately a good decision because he was able to get on the mic. It kind of you were able to represent your club at a show, but like that, a lot of people wouldn't have said much if you didn't. What led to the decision to actually go forward with the fight?
Yeah, it was a great question. I mean, Jack is only 17. He was scheduled to fight, MMA up in Belfast, and this would have been just 5 days after the fire. And we said to him, "There's, absolutely no pressure to do this. We've all been through a lot. Nobody would think any less of you for calling this fight off, and you can fight again later in summer another time." But he wasn't having any of it. He was adamant in doing it. He turned up. We drove up in the day. I like to say it was a 2.5 hour drive. 40-minute warm up, 55-second fight, 2.5 hour drive home again. But it was absolutely amazing. He won the fight, as you know, in 55 seconds of the first round, finished via rear naked choke. So really proud of him for stepping up at all, and then also for the quality, the caliber of the victory. It was amazing, and really proud of him. And I think he's testament to the club and testament to just you kind of see the 55-second victory, but the months or even years of hard work and training and diligence that backed them up. So a real credit to him, and he's a real credit to us.
Yeah, like he's a great representation for the gym, and like I said, it was a 55-second victory, and this
Yeah,
is what annoys me when people look at fighters on a night and just say you have an off night, and I was like, you don't understand. This guy hasn't even just put a camp in. These guys have put months, years
yeah.
into this life, and to be based solely off of 15 minutes, I don't think is fair. But that's the fight game. But what's the story right now? Because obviously I see you are still training, you're still training away. So do you want to tell people where you are currently at the minute if they are interested in popping down and joining?
Yeah, right now we're extremely lucky. Trinity College Sports Centre stepped up. They offered us use of their facility in the evenings during the week, which is just absolutely amazing. We're really grateful to them. It's a great opportunity. So it's less than 5 minute walk from the gym, just off Pier Street at the Trinity College gym. And if anything, we have more mat space because they have a huge sports hall and we're using rollout mats. So really great facility. Really thankful to have it, and training there every evening, 3 mornings a week, and then also Saturday at noon as well for the open mat. So we're really lucky to have that. Anybody's more than welcome to come down for the open mat or to try the class. And then there is some uncertainty that'll be ending at the end of August. Obviously, the students will be coming back to college, and then we'll have to find somewhere else to go. But we're looking into different options. It'll probably be some time until we could go back to the gym. There's a lot of repair work has to be done. There's a serious level of structural damage. We're looking into whether we can get a short-term rental somewhere, something like that, or use of another space. And I suppose the money that we've got already in the GoFundMe will go a long way towards that, kind of give us a little bit of freedom to find somewhere so we don't have to stop training.
Yeah, no, 100%. Because like that, it'd be devastating for yourself, and like I said, what you do for adults and children alike, to give them that place, that go home. When you have a bad day, that's where you go. And that's what people go. They'll have a bad day. They go in. They say to me with jiu-jitsu, they come out after like, why was I even mad? Why was I even angry? Why was I
Yeah.
even? Do you know that sort of way? You kind of just armbar and choke your problems away on the night. But talk to us
Yeah,
about.
that's what I would say. Driving into jiu-jitsu, it's kind of down at the wheel, gripping the wheel every time there's a red light or something, and then the way back, somebody will walk right out in front of the car, and you say, "No, take your time. I have all day, no hurry."
Yeah, no, 100%. It just kind of relax. It just puts you at ease. But talk to us, maybe if someone was interested in jiu-jitsu, talk to us about what you feel the benefits are for you and benefits you've seen for other people that have come to the gym.
Yeah, I think the benefits are immense. It's great physical exercise, like you alluded to there. It's amazing for the mental health and mental clarity too. Like you always feel great training, and you always feel great after training. The health benefits are enormous. Great cardio, but you'll find your strength improving as well, and you learn a huge amount. You learn a lot about the human body, about your own body, and how it works, and what its limits are, and how those limits are much further and greater than you ever would have thought yourself. And it's yeah, there's an intellectual side to it. It's problem solving, and there's no amount of just learning techniques. You have to be able to apply what you've learned to radically different situations. And every role or every spar, every fight is different. Everybody's a different height and weight and size, and fights differently and moves differently. And so it's amazing for learning about your own body and learning about the diversity of human bodies and kind of practical problem solving as well as the health benefits and the cardio benefit and the mental health benefit. It's great all round. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. But if you're under any doubt about whether you want to try it, I always say people worry too much. People say, do I have to be in great shape before I start, or do I have to have a certain background knowledge, or are beginners classes okay, or do I have to start with private? It's like, don't worry about it. Just turn up, give it a go. You don't need any crazy level of fitness. You don't need any crazy level of flexibility or any kind of background. Just turn up for a class, give it a go. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. But there's nothing to be lost from just turning up and giving it a college try.
Yeah, because like that, just turning up is the main thing, and you've probably seen
Yeah,
that
that's it.
with your students throughout time that they could have a loss at a show, and you just turn up tomorrow, turn up, and these things will change, and like
Yeah,
that, like I said, extreme problem solving. Because if you don't solve that problem is going to solve you fairly quickly as
that's
well.
true. That's a good way of putting it.
The
Mhm.
art of folding clothes while people are still in it is what I like to call it.
That's a great way of putting it. Another one I heard was involuntary yoga.
Involuntary yoga, I like that one, but. You were talking about the GoFundMe there, and there's been a great amount of support, and I've put it up on my thing as well. And I find, and I just want to say this to people who might be looking at, some people might go, "Oh, €10 might not be enough. This might be enough." But if everyone who thinks that €10 isn't enough, put that €10 in, that it would build significantly. So
100%.
if anyone has
Yeah,
anything to put towards it, because this is like this is someone's home away from home. This is a lot of people's home away from home,
yeah,
and it's been unfairly taken from me for no reason at all. And the malice involved, I just think is unbelievably sad, and I don't know why anyone would want to do it. And
yeah.
it's good to
But
see
that's
that.
it. Yeah, it's the hate will never win. And if €10 is all you can spare, that's more than enough. And if you can't even spare €10, give us a follow on the Instagram, share the stories, or tell people about it. Whatever you can do to help would go a long way, and be really appreciated by all of us. But whatever you can do, big or small.
Yeah, no, like that. Even like I said, even if they share it, it might catch someone else's eye.
Yeah,
They might share it, might catch it. Like, because if you, I think the marketing thing was multiplied by four by word of mouth. So if you share it, usually four people will pick that up, share it then again, and then it just grows
yeah,
legs from there. So,
yeah,
um,
absolutely.
but talk to us just briefly about your journey into jiu-jitsu and how you found it, if you don't mind me asking, because I'm interested about obviously the incident, but I want to find out a bit about yourself as well.
Yeah, but I did it years ago as a child. At the time, jiu-jitsu was very rare in Ireland. There were only one or two clubs, and I did it for a brief period. But the club I was in closed down and moved a long way away, so I stopped. And that was, almost 20 years ago at this point. So I stopped for a long time, and I did a lot of sports over the years. Did a lot of athletics. It was my favorite. I played rugby. Um, did bits of running and always stayed active. And I like kind of did a bit of adventure sports as well. And then I suppose it was as an adult I came back to it. I trained with my good friend Gary Rooney. He's a pro MMA fighter now, and he had his own club, Flats Jiu-Jitsu. And he made the wise decision in the end to close down the club so he could focus on his pro MMA career, which was the right decision. And so then I was looking around, and I decided to try out this place, Republic of Jiu-Jitsu. I saw the story of Abnel, our founder, on the website, and thought that was very inspiring. He moved to Ireland from Brazil 16 years ago, brought his love of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu with him, and eventually achieved his dream of setting up his own club. And so I came along the Republic of Jiu-Jitsu and never looked back. It's just a really amazing, unique group of people. And I knew that from the moment I stepped onto the mat, just a really fantastic community. And it was small then, it's only grown since, but still as amazing a community as it ever was.
Yeah, no, and like that, we didn't mention obviously this is his dream that's been taken away and
Yep,
can't be taken away from him as well, moving to a country and being able to set up this and living your
yep,
dream and for it to be taken away the way it is. But you will get back up on your feet. I think the whole
yep,
community is behind
yep.
you.
We
How
will
did you
be back.
find?
Yeah, and it is. Yeah, it's devastating for all of us, obviously, and for the community. But I think for Abnel more than anyone to what he worked so hard for so long. Longer than 16 years ago, the decades of training jiu-jitsu and achieving his black belt. He's now a third degree black belt and setting up the first club, building it up. Seeing that almost taken away during COVID, the numbers reduced down to zero, and building back after the pandemic and bringing it back stronger than ever and bringing people together. I think it's utterly devastating for him in particular.
Yeah, no, as it will be, but like I said, it will come back. And how have you found the support from the community? Because I find the MMA community, the Jiu-Jitsu community, and kind of combat sports in general, I've been in different circles, whether it be GA or football, but I just think combat sports communities just seem to have a cohesiveness because they understand how hard it is to go through. What's the support been like from the community within the country?
Yeah, the sport's been absolutely amazing. I mean, from day one, or even from hour one, just the messages of support from different clubs, from coaches, practitioners, competitors. Even people who would have been competitors that we competed against in the past. Just you know, um, even if we were competitors in one stage, on a deeper level, kind of great friends. Uh, you just offers this enormous support, and people gave us offers of being able to train in their gym or even honoring our memberships for a month, and offers support. And then there was financial support, obviously, and people sharing our messages on social media and kind of through word of mouth. And even abroad, even the jiu-jitsu community abroad, there were practitioners in Brazil, in the United States, and elsewhere sharing our message and getting in touch, offering us goodwill and so on. So the support has been absolutely amazing, and that's kind of one thing that's really kept us going all this time. So yeah, just absolutely amazing support and great support as well from the community as well, like not just martial arts, from some of our commercial neighbors in town and just other members of the community. Just a huge amount of support, which we really appreciate.
It's like that when something like this happens, you really see the community come together and try and help and like that. When I seen the story, I was like, man, this is horrible. Like that's why I wanted to get you on and have the interview and try and see. I don't have a huge following because my other page got hacked and then it got deleted, so I don't
Yeah,
have the
well, you'll
followers.
be back as well.
What?
You'll be back as well.
Yeah, so like that. Look, I
Yeah,
just want to
you'll
try
be
and
you'll be twice as big as ever soon enough.
hopefully, well, look, I just love doing the regional scene and kind of
Yeah,
just giving the guys a platform because
yeah,
amateur, there's not really many people out there doing interviews and doing stuff like that. And I think you
yeah,
see how hard your guys work. And then obviously going on to bigger competitions, like you talk about Gary Rooney. Amateur, I would have interviewed him a lot. Amateur, I find it's good for them to cut their teeth with me and I cut my teeth with them
yeah.
and we learn together. So that's why I love this sport and I love the community. But um
Yeah, it's a really unique group of people.
yeah, I love Gary Rooney. Gary Rooney's one of the
Yeah.
funniest,
Uh, he's
best
a great man.
people.
Yeah, he's a great fighter and great friend and a very, very funny man as well. Yeah,
Yeah, I love Gary. But look,
yeah,
I'm gonna let you
yeah.
go.
And he actually organized a seminar for us as well. He taught a seminar down in Silverback in Wexford where people kind of paid to learn from him, and all the money went to the club rebuild fund. So that was a really amazing thing for him to do. And John Luca Muhammad as well, two of the top competitors in Ireland. They've done the same. They've actually organised six seminars all around the country, from Dublin down to Waterford and elsewhere. So really amazing support from the lads there too, which we really appreciate and goes a long way.
You know, and that's fantastic that they're doing that, and like that's just the community coming together and one helping another. But look, it's a very sad story, but it's going to be a comeback story in my opinion. And like I
Yeah,
said, I'll do as much
that's
as I
it.
can to help. Uh, I'm gonna let you go. Is there anything you want to say before you go, or anyone who want to shout out? And I want to thank you so much for your time. And like I said, we'll all work together to try and get get your premises back up and running with the GoFundMe.
No, thanks very much for having me on. It's been a pleasure, and hope to be back with you again. And I think you summed it up well yourself there. Like the bottom line is, we don't know who did this, but it doesn't matter. We'll be back. We'll be back twice as strong as ever. Um, Republic of Jiu-Jitsu will not forget the kindness that everyone's shown us. Anybody's welcome to train with us every time. We hope to make ourselves a real home for Irish Jiu-Jitsu, indeed, Jiu-Jitsu internationally. So thank you to everybody who supported us. We will not forget it, and we will be back.
Perfect. And I can't wait to see you back. And like that, I'll keep in contact with you. We might have catch ups to see how things are going. And obviously, if you're going to have fighters on show, I'd love to have them on. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for your
we'll be in
time
touch. Thank you
and
very much, David.
enjoy
Pleasure.
your evening.
Same to you. Thanks, David.